Welcome back to Crypto Tutorial. On this video, I would like to discuss XRP and why it's right now so important to take a look at a few things that are of utmost importance, key elements on the 1 hourly time frame, and as well I would like to discuss the 4 hourly time frame. So before doing so, I would like to actually ask you to follow me down below on Twitter at ThoroughCrypto, where you will be kept up to date about upcoming development and as well new videos on my channel. Let's take a quick look at XRP and why I personally think right now we are seeing something I must admit doesn't look absolutely marvelous, and that is this scenario over here. So if we take a look at this beautiful pattern that we are creating on XRP, this is actually a head and shoulders pattern. So let's say we are going to break this trend line. So we are going to break these touch points on this descending resistance. So this is going to be actually the neckline of XRP that you have to take into consideration. So if we are breaking below this area, below this descending support, where we have been able to find support once, twice already, I think this is very important due to the fact that we could perhaps see a major decline heading towards the 0.382 level once again and heading towards the $1.07. So that's for sure something we wouldn't like to see occur right now, and why I personally think this is something you have to take into consideration. We are seeing that head and shoulder pattern playing itself out right now on the 1 hourly time frame, and you have to take it into consideration for the upcoming hours that we do not have to break out underneath this neckline of the pattern, but also we have to be able to find support on top of the 0.5 Fibonacci. Very important level for sure at $1.13. So this being said, I would like to discuss the 4 hourly time frame. On the 4 hourly time frame, you can clearly see that at the 0.5 we are also being able to find support on top of the EMA ribbon, absolutely looking marvelous. And I personally think that it is very unlikely that we are going to see that minor head and shoulders pattern break out towards the downside on the 1 hourly time frame. So I would just wanted to discuss it to be sure that if we are seeing a breakdown, it is also a breakdown outside of a head and shoulders pattern. So 0.5 has to hold strong right now. Let's discuss a few indicators. If we take a look at the MACD, unfortunately, we experienced a crossover right now on the 4 hourly time frame. Therefore, it is likely that we are going to see more momentum towards the downside and that we are going to see a solid retest of this area at $1.13. If we take a look at the 1 hourly time frame, you can clearly see that we extended the momentum towards the downside. We are experiencing more momentum towards the downside right now, and that is for sure of utmost importance due to the fact that could perhaps mean that we are going to experience even more momentum towards the downside and eventually as well that breakdown underneath the 0.5. So for sure, not something I'm very pumped about, but something we have to take into consideration because we would like to be realistic over here. As well, if we take a look at the money flow index and the RSI, you can clearly see on the money flow index, we are not spotting any type of bearish divergences, so that is looking good to me. We are not seeing any type of bullish divergences, so that is also looking very good. And if we take a look at the RSI, something quite similar will be taking place there. We are not seeing a bearish divergence. We are not seeing a bullish divergence either. So the RSI is looking good. What I must admit is that if we're going to see a breakdown, we could perhaps see a major move towards the downside due to the fact that we still have plenty of space actually on the RSI to move even further down before we are going to head below the dotted line on the lower part, and therefore we are not going to expect a trend reversal taking place and as well an increase in the price action just by looking at the RSI only. So right now, XRP experiencing some momentum towards the downside. If we take a look at the daily time frame, you can clearly see that the 0.382 Fibonacci at the $1.07, that is actually where we are going to be able to find support on top of the EMA ribbon. Therefore, I think it could perhaps be that we are going to see a further decline during the upcoming hours. But if we enable as well here the MACD, you can clearly see that we are still experiencing momentum towards the upside. If we are going to see a minor decline towards the $1.07, that could be a perfect entry and as well a perfect retest on top of the EMA ribbon. Therefore, I would be like to monitor very closely what the development is going to be on XRP right now. This video is absolutely a short video about XRP. I just wanted to discuss these few things you have to take into consideration right now, and that we could perhaps be heading once more towards the $1.07 level, but it would be absolutely good for the overall trend if we could stay on top of the 0.5. Therefore, right now I am not entering any type of trades, but I wanted to make you aware that we are spotting that major head and shoulders pattern on XRP on the 1 hourly time frame. Therefore, we could perhaps experience more momentum towards the downside afterwards. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video so far, do not forget to give me a thumbs up down below at Toro Crypto. It will be appreciated. And as well, do not forget to give me a subscribe on the channel. Thank you very much and have a nice day, guys. Bye bye.